Well, there we go.
2026 has arrived. I'm Josh Graham. That's Linnell Willingham. This is Westwood One Sports Night, where at this late hour, where we're going to be with you weekday nights, it really is a treat to get to enjoy moments and get first dibs on things. It really is what makes this window so special. So whether it's reacting to the ball dropping in New York City on the East Coast, don't worry, we'll be with you till the ball drops on the West Coast as well, running through 3 a.m., or to a big football game such as the college football playoff quarterfinal between Ohio State and Miami, Miami winning by 10. We have your reaction, and we're also the place for you to react as well at 310-840-4910, Westwood One Sports Night. And here's where we're going to begin 2026. 10 years from now, we're only about 1 minute removed from the calendar year 2025. 10 years from now, what is 2036 Linnell Willingham going to remember 2025 most for from a sports perspective?
Man, it's tough. Gosh, what a year it's been. We were talking about the different champions we've seen this year. I think ultimately the 2025 sports year will be known for a couple of things. It'll be known for the first time we genuinely believe that the G5 schools didn't belong in the college football playoff. Tulane, James Madison, sorry. We don't want you here. You didn't belong. You proved that you didn't belong based off of your play. I think that's one of the things we'll remember this bad boy for.
So shrink the field, right?
Shrink the field? I don't even know if it's shrink the field. I think it's just
That's my problem.
I think it's just put the best 12 teams.
I'm with you. It's fine if you don't want to include them. But the reason we expanded was because we wanted to include everybody. So if you want to go back to where just the deserving teams that can win a title get included, shrink the field. But people don't bring that up. It's never that side of it. It's, oh, these teams don't belong, rather than, okay, we're not talking about shorten the field because we know what would happen if you shorten the field. We're saying no to more money. But I'm with you half of the way, just as long as the right thing is shortening the field if you're not going to allow the group of five in.
I think we're gonna recognize 2025 for that. Obviously, massive changes needing to be made to the college football playoff. I also think it's going to be known as the year in which the AFC North changed forever. I think this is the final year of Lamar Jackson being the starting quarterback in Baltimore. I also think it's the final year of Mike Tomlin being the head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. We talked about this on Monday night. As far as Lamar Jackson is concerned, you do not leak out those damning reports and rumors about a guy internally unless you're looking for justification as to why you're shopping him. So I think whether it's Miami, whether it's Vegas, whether it's the Saints, pick your quarterback-needy team. I think someone is going to give Baltimore a king's ransom in exchange for Lamar Jackson's services. And then think about it like this for Mike Tomlin. Their acquisition of Aaron Rodgers and the way that they stringed this whole thing out was so anti-Steeler-like. And then for it not to work, and it seems like it's not going to work because I got Baltimore coming up victorious on Sunday Night Football, to think that it's not going to work, and then now you got to go back to the drawing board if you're Mike Tomlin and the organization and go, hey, is this marriage something that's fruitful long-term for the both of us?
Let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
You said the division changes, the face of it changes forever. Who's best positioned in 2026 to be successful if Lamar's not on the roster and you get a king's ransom in exchange? Pittsburgh might, who's your coach? Who's your quarterback? Is it by default the Cincinnati Bengals?
There's a team that's in very close proximity to Cincinnati. They're also playing
Don't do it. Don't do it.
You see what I'm doing? If you can see me on camera right now, you see what I'm doing. I'm doing the Shador. It's got to be the Browns. I think the Browns are.
Can I tell you a fun Shador story?
Let's do it.
So I was at the preseason game that he went off, and he got the start. There were a lot of cameras and whatnot. He's blaring his own song, walking into the locker room, but that wasn't the music choice that most impressed me. I'm doing a TV stand-up, and I start hearing from the Browns locker room, blaring, "A Bay Bay" by Hurricane Chris.
What do you know
Shout
about Hurricane
out,
Chris?
2007, 2008, white folks, gangsters. You can finish the lyric. Anyway, can't believe
Hey,
I
Josh,
just said
go
that.
ahead, man. Hey, isn't he from North Carolina?
Yeah, well, here's the thing.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I made a joke about that on television or during the stand-up, and somebody overheard it with the Browns, comes up to me and said, Shador has the ox. Apparently, Shador, his godfather, or there's some relationship between him and Hurricane Chris. That's what the guy with the Browns told me, that there's
Never in a million
some
years.
relationship there between Shador and Hurricane Chris. I didn't think the Carolina Hurricanes would get a mention on Westwood One Sports Night. I sure as hell didn't think Hurricane Chris. It's all coming up Hurricanes. The Miami Hurricanes beat the Ohio State Buckeyes tonight. 2026, the year of the Hurricanes.
It may be. Wow. First of all, just your ability, and I should have finished it. Gangsters and them thugs is what you wanted me to say. That was the correct answer. But you have totally you've knocked my socks off with the Hurricane Chris reference. But as far as the AFC North goes, and talking about how we're going to look at this year 10 years from now, the dawning of a new era in Cleveland, a franchise that has been one of the bottom feeders in not just the National Football League, but all the professional sports over the past, 20, 25 years. Shador Sanders coming in and being the savior, man. I don't know which way they're going to go coming up in April in the draft, but I don't know how you can look at Shador's college tape, how you can look at Mendoza's college tape, how you can look at Dante Moore's college tape and go, yeah, those two guys are head and shoulders above Shador Sanders. I think if you're Cleveland, this could be the dawning of a new era. Think about what Andrew Berry and company did back in April. They could the Browns, realistically speaking, could have been one of our winners in 2025. That draft class that they put together is one of those classes, Josh, that set the foundation for your franchise for years to come. And maybe 10 years from now, we're looking at Schlesinger as an all-pro defender. We're looking at Shador as a Pro Bowl quarterback. We're looking at Judkins as a household name at running back and a potential all-pro. We're looking at Bond as one of the best deep threats in football. So a lot.
And Dylan Gabriel.
I was going to say something that was very, very mean about Dylan Gabriel. I'm
No,
gonna
it's
hold off
2026, New Year's resolutions, new
Be
me,
nice to
or-
people.
That's it. Be
That's my
kind.
resolution.
That's what we're going to do.
Dylan Gabriel, he's trash.
There
Being
goes the
honest.
resolution for Liddell Willingham. He was being nice. We do have one of the best producers in the gang, in the game. He is in our gang. Shout out. One of the best nicknames out there, D-Day, Denton Day. Before anybody tries to say we can't call you D-Day, tell the people why you're allowed to be called D-Day.
My grandparents approved of it. They saw it on the back of a track hoodie when I was in high school. They served in World War II. They gave me the thumbs up, so no one can say nothing about that nickname.
There it
There we
is.
go.
And another reason why he's the best is he just sent me this note, which is a note I never expected to be given as a sports talk host anywhere, let alone Westwood One Sports Night. Hurricane Chris was on Justin Bieber's album Swag 2 in 2025. He still lives on.
Wait,
Shout
what?
out to D-Day.
Well, it's hard when it comes to Denton and some of his music takes because of the standing for Kendrick Lamar. But I am a Justin Bieber. What do we call us Bieber fans? I'm a believer. I'm a believer, yeah, so to speak. Send me the song. Hurricane Chris and Justin Bieber. First of all, if we're talking about winners, I know we're moving on to losers.
I'm sure
and we're looking
Mondo has
ahead.
that queued up. I'm sure
gotta
Mondo
be.
could probably get to that sometime as a bump if it's clean. I assume with Bieber that it is.
What type
I'm going
of
to put a
year-
lot of pressure. I'm going to put a lot of pressure real quickly on David in Buffalo. I'm going to put pressure because he is the first, maybe across America, he is the first sports talk phone caller of the calendar year 2026. I venture to say there has been no other sports talk phone call taken across sports talk radio before David in Buffalo, who wants to react to Miami 24, Ohio State 14. No pressure, David. What was your thought on the Hurricanes over the Buckeyes?
David, welcome back, my brother. What's going on, man?
What's up, guys? Appreciate you taking my call tonight, man. First off, cool to hear from Robert in Annapolis. He's a legend in sports talk radio. Love hearing that guy call in, man. The game tonight, man, I thought Miami was just a more physical team. They brought it for 60 minutes. They were more aggressive. And I think, Ohio State, to me, you look at their schedule, they really didn't play that tough of a schedule all year. And now they went up against Indiana. They went up against Miami, teams that were just hungrier. And at the end of the day, I look at it this way. If you don't play a strong schedule, it comes back to bite you in college sports. And all this time off, I mean, these teams that had the byes in the playoffs are 0-5 so far. So it proves that you got to be playing football to be ready to go. So credit to Miami. I love their running game too, man. It's an old school style playing ball, and appreciate you guys taking my call. And funny how Ohio State beat Michigan this year, but they're out in the playoffs. So I wonder how their fans feel tonight.
Yeah, appreciate the call, Linnell. What do you think?
He makes an excellent point. I guess you earned the bye in the college football playoff, but we've seen it. He just gave the numbers. Like, it's not really in your best interest to have the bye. What was it, 25 days off?
Don't forget last year. Remember, Oregon was the best team in college football last year in the regular season and won the Big Ten championship. Ohio State was coming off the loss to Michigan. Ohio State wins the title, and they roll Oregon, particularly in the first half.